G'day, you good dunce. How have we been over the last few? Get rid of that. Alright, just need to set this up. Alright. I have a snack with me tonight. I have blueberries. Yeah. Blueberry. Well, actually, hang on. Blueberry or blackberry? Blackberries. I have blackberries. Yep. Yep. I'm not AI. Nice. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Alright. Look at ads coming in. Let's knock out the day we gamed or stuff. What the flip? What is that? Feels like a water park. I doubt it's this, but... No? Okay. Is that a Crips Kirby? Or a Bloods Kirby? Is that a Kirby? Mike, how you doing? Kirby Air Riders. Hey! Got it. Okay, we got some banners. No. I have no idea what this is. Okay, we got a sword there. Is this a Diablo? It's not a Diablo. I have no idea. The hell? No, I don't know. Okay. They got an army down there. Is this gonna be like a... No, because that's definitely a dead person. Definitely a ghost, so it's not a total war or something. G'day, Kalina. How you doing? How the blimey are ya? Good evening. I got some blackberries. I got no idea what this is. No idea. What is it? Tainted Grail. All of Avalon. I'm on the Autobahn. On the way to a German NerdCon. Hopefully you're not driving. We will have sandwiches. The sandwiches will not be denied. I don't know. I think your sandwiches are denied. This is Ice Climbers. Look at that 25 stream streak. Satan Bloody Gothic Priest. Diablo 3. Vampire Revenge sequel sadism. Vampire. Why is this taking so long? Why is it taking so long? I do not know. I don't know this. I don't know. Has anyone got any ideas? It's a modern city. Bad parents. Demon Hunter. Night Seeing. Biblical quotes. No idea. I got no clue whatsoever. That cover does not help me in any way. Starts with the letter C. Is it Castle... Oh, Castlevania. Of course it's a Castlevania. Castlevania Lords of the Shadow 2. Of course. Of course. It makes so much sense. Yep. That's taken too long. Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing? We need to test this stuff out. That's what we need to do. Straight into it, chat. No dilly-dallying for us. We're on a schedule. We gotta get shit done. How tall is it? 3'2". Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Is anyone else going to a nerd con? There we are. Love it. Old rotation, 180. And we have a look at this, and we have stocked rotation, which is 180 as well. Yeah. Yeah. Like it. I was doing some dialogue stuff before. Now I realize I also need to add in all the descriptions and all the names of the products that I still need to make as well. And furniture that I need to make. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it to add. I was honestly surprised. Blender. Trolley. Trolley. It's a trolley. Alright. Alright. Add the sun. Alright. Alright. What does that look like? Oh. Third decks, nice. Gamer is late. So, resolution 1080. Pop that up, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Save as. Assets, UI, icons, products. Here we go. Trolley. Voila. We now have product images. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now let's open up products. Pop this one on. That's that. That's right. Why is the glass not see-through in this? Huh. What up, Twig? I just helped out a game dev who couldn't work out how to do a single phase standing wave in Godot. What do you mean a single phase standing wave? I don't even know what that means. Okay. What's it for? What is that for, Twig? Is it just like having a wave in water or something? Or smoke? Or as a shader? With transparent glass. Viewport alpha to add. Interesting. He wanted his bullet train to move away from him, but be a waveform that stands still as it does. What? Why does this not show the thing? Why does it not have transparent glass? It's all I want. Maybe... No. There's got to be a way to make it transparent. Well, that's horrible. Just make it BOE and turn up transparency. But then I get that. Yeah, it's all grainy and shit. Thank you, Hadouken. I mean, you don't have permission. You don't have the right. As if we... Yeah. That's my only problem with cycles, is it doesn't render shit. We will hide dithering. But I need it to not show... I suppose that's already that already indicates transparency in the background, doesn't it? Where are we? Can make it darker. I guess the other thing I want to do is add an image. Grab that. Why can't I see the image? Why can't I see the image? I worked for Activision for 2 months as a map creator. Nice, nice. What up, Donjo? Your son creates AI pictures of himself, healing people. Maybe be a better father. Didn't realize Hadouken was Trump's father. That was a problem for a while now. I'll let the Romans take care. I'm not worried about the glass here at the moment. This image here is not visible. That's the current thing that I want to figure out. I'm wondering if that's an extra. Okay, that's an extra. So... And now I can't see this through the glass. Use red as the glass tinge. Will that allow me to see? Like, so, Twig, this is going to be a product image that is displayed in-game. So I want it to look like the actual product they can get. So the actual product isn't going to have a red tinge of glass. Yeah? And it doesn't make sense. Okay, so use red then. No. No. That's no. Why can't I see it through this? Why is it not visible? Let's set the inside of the glass, not render. What do you mean? Like these interfaces. Backface culling doesn't do anything. And we show the outside. How? Like, how do I tell it that certain faces shouldn't render? Like, backface culling doesn't render them, so backface culling, if I get rid of the camera, you see how it stops displaying the back, like the inner color, like the inner, but it still doesn't display. Solid block. It's one mesh. It's just one mesh. That's the issue. Why is that an issue for a 3D? Oh, actually, no. Still doesn't display the inside of it. Why is having something behind something that's transparent an issue to be rendered? I would imagine if something is transparent, 3D software would be able to handle displaying the thing behind that transparent thing. I would think that, because that's the logical thing, right? That's how something that's transparent works. What up, Pax? Does it have prominence? What do you mean? Have you considered? Nuh-uh. I have considered that, and I've rejected it. There's no camera. You can set the image that you want to display to be viewable at all times. How would I do that? Depth. Depth. I set it to front instead of default. There we are. I can edit that out. Because if I turn that off, if I turn off the extras,
has arrived from the sewers. Beware.
What? Yay. I wondered why it started smelling like shit. Dev's help today. Damn right. You are the helper of help. Okay. Save that as...
Don't worry. It's not you, it's me. Farms.
I know it's you. I never said it wasn't you. I made it very obvious that I thought it was you. I'm pretty sure that's saved with a bad name. Nah, saved with good name. Cool. You, delete, you, delete. Beautiful. The dev from Brain Rot Online just got on. I have no idea what that is. Doesn't sound like something I want to know. Hmm. This is what I need to do. I completely forgot to get this set up before. Completely forgot to get it set up. Over there. No. Oh, over there. Over there. That way. That way. Jesus. Just. Show him how to protect his game from a hacker by stopping Melon Loader from working. I have no idea what Melon Loader is. Alright. We have that, we have that, we have that. Medium. Or quick load. There we go. Ouijione, how you doing? Melonware's DLL injector modding platform. Right. You want my feedback on the game? I've got a section in Discord and Stoat where you can go post all the feedback that you want and all the bugs that you want. And then I review it, and anything that I need to update or change, I do. Let's see. I got that set up. Play flat. Yeah, that'll work. I don't have Stoat or whatever it's called. There's also Discord. I'm pretty. You're in the Discord, aren't you? But yeah, I don't track what people say in Twitch chat just because people can't provide images or videos, and they can't provide enough detail through Twitch chat. For them to provide enough detail through Twitch chat, they have to provide like a huge fucking ton, and I don't want my chat filled with like 5 full messages of how to replicate a bug or anything like that. So yeah. Do you think that having 2 different colored lenses in glasses will ruin your eyesight, or at least mess with it? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. It's the same as like every time someone comes in and they're like, oh, I found this bug. It's like, congrats. I'm working on something right now. What do you want me to do? Go to report it. Report it through the thing that I've got set up to report it. What's going on, Boom? So this here is going to be what you put the conscious bobbleheads in to sell them. You put them in here, they float in the center, and then people come in and they buy them for like a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money. But every time you sell one, you lose like 2 rating points. So are you a conscious floating bobblehead? That would require me to have a body for my head to bobble on. That was weird. What happened to the body? You promised a body. I am working on it. And I do have a initial armature set up. Which I can use for... I'm gonna start setting it up tomorrow. So I've got the data from Slime VR coming into the overlay, and I'm going to have it mapped to this stuff here. So you can see, like, as I rotate there, these hydraulic bits twist as well, and they're sitting on top of those spheres. Whoops. And like, if I was to rotate that, and then you see how they shrunk. You see how that one's going in, that one's further out. Yeah. So I'll be able to, like, that'll be my test body. You can use something like Rigify to add a rig. No, I can't, Ouijione. I can't, because I need the data from Slime VR, like the OSC data, to be able to map to bones. And the Rigify armature doesn't have the bone structure needed for that. So, yeah. All of these bones here are exactly the bones that I'm going to be getting data from Slime VR for. So I've got the hip bone, which I'll have a tracker for, the waist bone that I'll have a tracker for, the upper chest that I'll have a tracker for, and because I've got the waist in that, I've got the lower chest. I just mean the rig you already got armature, but I guess you don't need rig if it's going to be animated. Yeah, I don't need the rig or anything like that, because yeah, I'm not animating this. It's getting data from the motion capture. So, Portals. That's more complex than Portals multiplayer. But yeah, the only thing I need to do with this now, I'm going to spend some time on this tomorrow. So I might not stream tomorrow night, but the next thing I need to do is like just rig up these hydraulics here, because you can see I don't have them touching anything yet. I just need those to be rigged up with some bones so they behave similar to these hydraulics here. So if I was to rotate the arm up, it would, like this here, would move along here. And these would always be facing each other, so they're like moving in and out sort of thing. Rom dropping in to say hi, gotta go to bed in a moment. No worries. And then I'll get it pulled into my what do you call it? God damn it. I need some water. And then I'll get it moved into my overlay so that I can start testing the data from the motion trackers. And the main, one of the benefits, one of the side benefits of doing this is for future games, I can do my own motion tracking, like my own motion capture animations. I just record the bone positions over keyframes, like 24 sec, and then, yeah. That water was a big hint for how your transparency works. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Because you see, right now, I'm trying to manifest a body. So occasionally bits and pieces of the body come in. But I'm not able to sustain it. So, yeah. That's right. We need to get a bobblehead spawning now. Actually. First off. Trolley! Trolley, 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 trolley. I don't like that it's got that grey background. I did... I need to redo the trolley ones. Add a sun. Alright. Enough all that. Film. Transparent. Beautiful. There we are. Oh. What's going on, Mungalo? Good night, Rom. Have a good sleep. Why are you failing? Products blend. Fuck's sake. I'm definitely not using blend files for my next fucking game. I'm definitely just switching over to... There we go. Definitely switching over to just using GLTFs. Just had to rip the flowering head off my rhubarb. If it goes to seed, it won't regrow. Can you bankrupt in the demo? I think so? I don't know. I know you can bankrupt. I can't remember if we can in the demo. Delivery box 317. What? Ah, yeah. That still doesn't make sense. Because I haven't set that up yet. I'll change that to... Oh, that'll be fine. Can you close shop and skip a day if someone wants that? No. Why would... No. You play until the end of the day, and then you move on to the next day. That's it. What issue are you having? I think blend files by far the smoothest workflow. Occasionally, like randomly, after I update something or like open a blend file and change something, save it and close, go back into Godot. Godot will be like, oh, that blend file's corrupt. It's not actually corrupt. Godot's just freaking out and having a bitch. It's just annoying as fuck. Did I show you my Windows bootleg? You did not. No, you haven't. Hot sauce. Let's see what source of heat we get. Never had that, but this works with blend imports. I can only import the active scene in the blend file. No, I've never had that issue. Never had that issue. Oh, that's 135k. Alright. We got the ad break coming up, so on the ad break, Hilden, I will go get the hot sauce out of the fridge. And then I'll come back and after the ad break, we'll do the hot sauce. I love it. You could call it Windex. I know it would be Windex, but Windex is a cleaning thingamajig. IXQT. Cool. Very nice. We'll deal with that later. I'm gonna go get the hot sauce now. Because after the ad break, I'm gonna have I'm gonna do the hot sauce and we'll test with stuff popping up. Lindo's. That too. It could also be Lindo's. I've only just realized that the EAAX thingamajig assembly things. Like the EAX is an assembly. Like that only just clicked for me. BRB, I'm gonna go get this hot sauce. I should get some grapes too. I got my grapes. It was good. The blackberries I got. The blackberries that I got, like this punnet of 125 gram blackberries. What up, Chungus? I got 2 of them for like $4.50. I was like, yeah, nice. Correct. Set it up after taking my operating system classes. Nice. What's with the egg eyes? That's not a sob. That's not a sob emote. Those are eggs. That is someone with 2 eggs that have been blackened over their face. You cannot tell me otherwise. Now that's a sweat emote. That's sweat. So big. Seg. Only that can be misconstrued. So let's not go with that. Come on. There we go. It's a thick sauce too. Put as much of the cracker as I can. Alright. God damn, I can smell the spice. I hate this one. Have a good one, Chungus. Have a good one. I can smell the heat of this thing. And I know it tastes like dirt. It just tastes like dirt. That's the worst part. I know how bad this tastes. That's why we have it on a sour cream and chives cracker, flavored cracker. So, thank you, Hilden, for this 135k de bomb hot sauce. Ooh, that's heat. That is heat. My goodness. Ooh, the blueberries do nothing. Then must suck to suck. Ah. Yeah. Oh, sweet. All right. I think I've got them beat. Let's see. Nope. Ooh. Fuck yeah. Said get the fuck out. We're really gonna go through this. Are you gonna resign ever? Like, come on. Oh well. I asked Jippity for names. Winlux, Lindos, Penguin. Penguin 98. Penguin 98 is the one. There is no better name than Penguin 98. Ooh. That's still burning on the tongue. Make it a Benedict Cumberbatch theme OS and name it Penglings. BIOS and Chill OS. What's I doing? That's right. We were going to test out. I want to see if one comes to life while the store is open. What? Category on a base object of null. Delivery box 76. Ah, yeah. Because I changed the names. Of course. Multi! Yay! Thank you very much, Hilden. I should pose, be like... And then just take that video and turn it into a GIF. any conscious bobbleheads yet. Anybody else to the Discord? I really want to complain. Tell you how great the game is. I mean, if you can keep it to like a couple sentences, then throw it in here. Because I'm closing the Discord at the end of April. So, hey! Damn, look at him. Okay, so I can't actually pick them up while holding on to that. Also, your rotation. Why is that pie? Anyway. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We need Bobble, get interactions. Current state is not held. Can hold. Is bubble containment. Held object bubble. It's null. And conscious. I'm gonna put that at the start. Maybe instead of that, I do it from this. Bubble containment. Get interactions. No, I can't do it from here because I don't know that it's looking at the conscious bubble. If Bobble is conscious... It's going to be either idle or walk. Could be repairing. And not... I feel like we can do a... No, because if I do a match state, that's just going to add lines, but I mean, match, state machine, state, we go. If conscious, if we check here, yep, cool. So we do that. We also set this. If it, no. No, if it's every other state. if it's broken. No. I'm gonna revert all that. Okay. If it's conscious, and running around, I need to simplify this. We need to go... Now that's a fair one. Return out there. Then we can do... But if it's held... and conscious, I want to return out. Because we don't want to be able to collect it. So we want to say... if not conscious, or state machine, current state is not held, I'll take care of that. No, it can't be a... Can't be anymore. Shit. Interacts. Append array. We return interacts there. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. What's... I still don't know a game that people here enjoy playing that has some sort of competitive nature to it. I'm looking for a game that we can do like a community competition. A friendly competition. Chinese checkers? No. Something we can do like a round robin or a knockout tournament or something. But I don't know. We can play Medieval Total War 2. Have like 5 people that all pick a starting country. And no alliances. No alliances at all. And whoever controls, or whoever's winning at the end of it wins. I don't know. Nah, it'd be something like a Warhammer or something that we need to do, or a Civ. Yeah. Whoever wins. Exactly. Important notes. Highly important notes. How are you doing, nerds? Hope you're having a lovely evening. These. What else did I want to... What else did I want to change? Current state is held and it's not conscious. Then we want to do interacts and array. Current state interactions. Else if it's broken and a workbench. Because we're just appending. So what's broken state? Take item. Because yeah, all of these are going to do the same thing. But I don't want to combine them into the one if, because I need to move these into the actual states. That's what I need to do. We have broken here, which we can set up a we just do that for now. Just contain the logic specific to them in here. I already have that there. Stocked does have, which they're now Can now get rid of those. They aren't needed. Doing good. I hope it was all good here. All is good here. All good here. The winners win. What kind of nonsense is this? All the nonsense. It is the kind of nonsense that you get after working on a shop simulator for almost 11 months now. I don't know what you're talking about. There was no sound. There was no can opening. I don't know what you mean. Alright? You're insane. You heard nothing. Okay, so under here, if it's broken, get interactions. So only if it's parent is that. If character held and not conscious. Lovely. Oops. This is one I can just take. Because this is if it's idle or walking. If it's not holding. And it can hold. Ah, that's right. Yeah. If player instance hold can hold character or all of that. And static, we player instance hold can hold character let's test what do you mean? There are no errors. I heard the sound of silence. Good. Keep it that way. Okay, only one of them is conscious. I grabbed him, but I don't know where he went. Maybe I do need to lower the price of them. Or the price of them to like 500 each or something. I'm noticing the bobblehead isn't there. Ah, he's over there. Okay, I see. I see. You sub. Alright, let's do this. Bobble containment. Its position after we add it gets set to bobble pause. Which is confusing because it's setting it to global 0. That would be if I set global position. What does switching into Bobble's idle do? Disables it and does hold walk. Shoot. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shooty, shoot, shoot. It's the physics. As the physics process. If caged, yeah, if caged. Oh. Yeah, set physics process off. Okay, so we do set physics process off in that case. So it's not processing anything when it is caged. But it's not processing any physics when it is caged. You need to make the competitive game. It will be called Bobblemon. And it will be a CCG auto battler. An auto bobbler, you might say. What's a CCG? A collectible card game. I could make a collectible card game. However, I want to make other types of games. So this game already has collectible cards in it. I would rather just make something else next. Let's see. Why does it get positioned in a weird spot? I feel like I need to set it like that. Let's do it that order. And then we can start investigating why not all of them have come to life. All right. That's what we're gonna do. Might need to move it after. What up, Miku? How you doing? Oh. That's probably why. What up? Got a question there, Miku? Are you questioning me? Its rotation needs to be corrected next. Why hypnotic is because you're an expert at the seduction community and you're a hypno-cool pickup artist? God no. God no. Do I look like the kind of person that goes out and picks up? Okay, its stock rotation needs to be changed. Stock rotation is 0. The bobble pause probably needs to be like 1.5. You pick us up every time you go live. Hell yeah. That's what I aim to do. Hell yeah. No, so Hypnotic comes from like just gaming. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty and Battlefield and whatnot back in the times when, I don't know if you can still do it, but it was like back when you could create your own like logo thing that would display on your kill card whenever you took someone down. And I would always just do something stupid. I would always create a clown and just have like one eye that's just like a spiral of some sort. Just because I was like, I'm bored. Let's see what happens. And yeah, they just came from that. I haven't played Call of Duty in ages though. I haven't played Call of Duty since I was like 19. Maybe 22. Maybe 22. I think like Black Ops 2 was about when I stopped. Yeah. Last COD I played was Modern Warfare 3. I don't know the release. I don't know the release times. The original or the remake? (2011). 2011. There we go. When was Black Ops? (2010). So 2010 would have been, I would have been 19 turning 20. So Black Ops 3. Might have been Black Ops 3 when I was 23. 24, sorry. 24. Yeah. Never played it, even though I have at least one of them. I've never played. I played Counter-Strike instead. Like 1.1 to 1.6. Ah, yeah. I played a bit of Counter-Strike. I used to do the thing where like I'd play Counter-Strike for enough time, like Counter-Strike 2, for enough time to unlock the daily crate, like the daily free crate, and then I would open that crate and I would sell whatever I got, regardless of how much it was worth. So that, and then when it's sold, which they always sell, I then just racked up a bunch of money through that, and then used that to purchase games on Steam. And I was just like, cool, there's a $20 skin that I got. I'm gonna sell it for $20. Would you look at that? I'm gonna buy a game. Just, thank you for paying for my games. I think that's how my library has gotten to as large as it is. It's what Valve wanted you to do all along. I'm fine with it. Saved me some money. Was 05 low enough? Completely forget what I was up to. G'day, Cam. You are late. You late prick. Oh, I did not realize that word had a G. English is not my first language. I mean... depending on who you ask, it doesn't. Why is that behind? Oh, because I'm not setting it to have... Yep. Yep. Okay. If Bobble not null. We do that. If I got my height adjustable desk today, assembled it, sweating like a pig now, because of the assembling or because of the standing. I read in order. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I skim and I'm like, oh, I don't need to read that out. Because of assembling, that's fair. That's fair. Because of the standing. Hey, I don't know, Ouijione. I don't know. I don't know any of you personally. I don't know what your physical attributes are. Jeez. Okay, you should write their instructions in assembly language. It would be a lot more clear. Now you're calling me a fat ass? No, I asked because that would ascertain if you were a fat ass. There are probably people out there for whom standing is too much exercise. Yeah, they're on American reality TV. Heat rises, standing makes your head higher. So theoretically, it would make you sweat more, right? Technically, yes. Yep. I am chubby, but not a loser fat ass. God damn. That's aggressive. That's aggressive. Let's see here. Isn't chubby in America at least 200 pounds? I thought 300, but again, I don't understand freedom units. So, maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Not me. Depends on your height and build. True. True. Thought you use pounds in Australia? No, we use kilograms. We use kilograms and kilometer. The smart things. Yeah. For instance, I am currently 85 kilograms. You mean science units? Exactly. Exactly. Believe it or not, everyone in America uses metric system on a daily basis. On a daily basis. They just don't realize it. Yeah. Kilograms to dumb people, we only count to 10. Things like 5,280 feet in a mile or 12 inches in a foot is too hard for those people. How many yards in a mile? Because you went feet to mile, but not yards to mile. Whatever 5,280 divided by 4 is. Are you saying that there's 4 feet to a yard? Are you saying there's 4 feet to a yard? See what I mean? See what I mean? You don't even know your own system. Oh. Why do fractions when you can just move the decimal point? Like in metric? Exactly. 10 millimeters is a centimeter. 100 centimeters is... No, 1,000... Yeah, 100 centimeters is a meter. 1,000 meters is a kilometer. 10, 100, 1,000. You're an American, you know a quarter. That's impressive. Don't worry, Miku. Don't worry, Miku. I'm sure they think a quarter is bigger than a third. That's a joke. That's a joke based on why the third pounder that Burger King released in America failed, because they thought that the quarter pounder was larger than a third. Like an actual thing that happened. Why does my TP-Link managed switch not allow me to log in via Linux? I don't know. It asked me to log in via Windows. That sounds disgusting. Sounds like you need to get a new switch. You're supposed to all respect. Look at people who take drugs as losers. I look at all people who take drugs as losers. Yeah, pass there. Alright, we got ads. We got ads. Ads. It's aimed at Linux users. Well, doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound like it's aimed at Linux users. Yeah. To hell with you. Let's see. I want to know what he's thinking there. He doesn't want to sacrifice the queen. He really didn't want to give that up. He really wanted to let it go. Not really doing anything for him, is it? Like... That's fine. Make a decision. You fool! What a fool. Hold on, you start. Hold on, did you two start because of the metric versus imperial? Wait, what's this? Well, one because I think I'm trying to hack it. Should probably stop escalating that. Don't say your product is perfect for Linux users if your Switch doesn't trust Linux. Maybe it just doesn't trust your Linux, Twig. Maybe they trust, like, Ubuntu. And that's it. Yeah. Take that. Pop down here. Go. Harris. Hell yeah. And then also, we contain the bobble. We want to go if you use Firefox, you could try changing your user agent to log in in about config. That's true. That's true. What up, Mr. Unknown? How much do you expect this game to earn? Nothing. I don't have expectations for this game. What this game is what I'm primarily using this game for is to make a game from start to finish and understand what I need to do when I'm planning a demo, what I need to do when I'm planning a trailer, what I need to do when I'm planning the release, how I should structure my project, and what I should put together if I want to look for a publisher, and what I need a publisher to do. So right now, I need a publisher for my future projects. I'm going to need a publisher for like marketing purposes. That's the main thing I need a publisher for. Yeah. Marketing, maybe get them to help with localization stuff too. And that's it. Outside of that, I don't want their input on what the game is. I'm not going to give them the IP. I'm going to retain the IP. They will get a percentage of the revenue. They're not going to get all of the revenue and then give me a cut. It's going to work the opposite way. I'm going to get the revenue and give them a cut. Simple. If they have a problem with that, they can piss off. It's my game. I'm doing all the work to make the game. They're just marketing it. That's it. No reason they should be getting all of the money and then giving me money from that. Especially if they don't own the IP. Oh, yeah. Pos vector 3 will be .1 if up. Well, actually 0.1 if up, else 0.03. Queen property of Bobble position to pause over 1 second. Well, that's too fast. Maybe 3 seconds. Set ease. What do we want the ease to be? Ease in, out is like it's like that, isn't it? It goes up. Like eases up and then eases out. I guess that's it. I'm guessing now is a bit like smooth step, yeah. What up, K-Cug? Is there a shake it all about, though? There isn't, Jordster. And oh my god, that is fantastic that you came in and said that, Jordster. That is fantastic. That's not doing the 20. So, Jordster, you just said the secret word. Let me just double check and make sure no one said it before you. Okay? Now, you're the only person to have said it. So, I am going to go onto Humble Bundle. I'm going to buy this month's Humble Bundle. And then you will be able to pick from a bunch of games that I have on my list. And you'll be able to get a key for whichever one you want. Whichever one you want. Alright. Pay for that. Okay. Alright. Which game do you want, Jordster? You can pick from any of those. That's a lot of choice, I read. Yep. Yep, there's some big ones on there, like the Destiny 2 Legacy Collection, WWE 2K 2025, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Sonic Frontiers. They're like the big ones. But then you've also got, like, if you want, you can get Etrian Odyssey HD, play that, And while you're playing that, keep trying to win again so that you can get Etrian Odyssey 2 HD. And while you play that, try and win again and get Etrian Odyssey 3 HD. There's bunch, yeah, you can. So yeah. But I figure every month I get the Humble Bundle, the Choice Pack, and whatever games in the Choice Pack that I don't want, that I know I'm never going to play, may as well give it out to all of you, right? And while you're doing that, while you're deciding, I'm going to go into here. And I'm going to add the keys. Damn it. All right. Picked one. 48k. I'll go with Valhalla if that's okay. That's fine. I will send you a whisper with the key. If I can get to the right page. Alright. Whisper. There you are. Now, if this doesn't work because they've decided to region lock at Jordster, let me know. Let me know. But I've just whispered you the key, so... I didn't even know about this Humble Choice thing. Pretty interesting. Are they all Steam keys? Yes, they are all Steam keys. Occasionally, they have some others in there that are not Steam. Like, they'll be Origin or whatever it is. So, success! Yay! Alright. I'm going to finish adding all the keys in here. There we go. Now, make sure my clipboard is removed. You get every game each month, or you have to pick. You get all of them. You get all of them, and you can choose how many you want. You can redeem all of them, or you can not redeem them. It's your call. So I've redeemed all of these. This one's just a play test. This one's a 1 month of IGN Plus, which no one cares about. Last month, there's also these ones, like 40% off a bunch of like Daemon X Machina stuff, or Lord of the Rings Return to Moria stuff. Last month was all of these. Etrian Odyssey 3, Sworn, Chance of Sinar, Small Land, Zero Hour, Hard West, Tempest Rising. Before that, February had Resident Evil Village, Date Everything, Core Keeper, Squirrel with a Gun, Big Helmet. Like, that's just, yeah. It's great. And it's, for me, it's $20 a month. And that's $20 AU, or $21 AU. So it's like $16 US per month. Then you also have this. If you're 12 months active, you also get a 20% store discount. So if I go into the store, I can get 20% off any of this. Yeah. Yeah. I got Return to Moria for free on Epic. Yeah, but that's Epic. See, you have to actually have Epic Games installed to play that. Dang it, Mike, rip my $20 up. And it's every month. Every month. It's so good. It's so good. I've gotten so many games from it. So many of the games I've played on stream I've gotten from Humble Bundle. Like, we played Squirrel with the Gun the other day. We played that on stream the other day. It was fantastic. So good. Alright. Alright. Hot sauce, thank you, Wizione. I want Monster Hunter Worlds and Wilds after getting the want to go back to Dauntless. You know, non-epic wins, yep. So, it's the only game I've played from the free games on Epic. Yeah, I think I got Civ 6 for free on Epic. So that was pretty sick. That was pretty sweet. That's actually what got me into Civ in the first place. Was getting Civ 6 for free. But now I don't really play it. So, whatever. So if I create the tween off the bobble, that should... I feel that animation's too fast. I can't pick you up. That's a problem. He's not going up and down though. I don't think it's triggering, actually. No wonder it's not triggering. It's not gonna run. It's not gonna run if I don't call the function. We call this Australian special tea. Okay. So. Brainoid! Calling the function runs the function. Apparently, I thought yelling at the function was what ran the function. Now, all my understanding of programming, out the window. I'm fantastic, K-Cog. Sorry, I've been distracted by stuff. My functions run fine without me calling them. What's wrong with yours? They're disobedient POS. It's a disobedient POS. See? See right there? Right there? Disobedient, that. Makes sense when I yell at things, they tend to run. Lucky. Lucky. Piece of string? Sure. Let's go with that. Alright, now I need to slow the animation down. $840 for that. as much NPCs are going to be paying for it. Less than a Wabubu. Well, this is one of the cheap ones. Okay, this is one of the cheapest you can get. Because that would be $8.40 normally. Okay, yeah, he's $8.40 normally. And then there's this version of him, which is $12.63, which means that a conscious version of that would be $1,263. This, I'm pretty sure they're all supposed to be conscious. But that one there, the Walter Flo, $23.94. He'd be worth, what, $23.94? I think we multiply that by 85 or something. Are you going to put any visuals on the satanic baubles like calling red eyes? No. No. Because they're not... I'm not saying how they're coming to life. Purposefully. I'm purposefully not saying that. You may look at the pentagram and be like, oh, they're demonic. Not necessarily. That could just be an artistic choice. It could be like a magnetic field that's just locking it in place. Who knows? I'm leaving it ambiguous for reasons. Could have been the wind. It could have been the wind. It honestly could have been the wind. It's always magnets. Always. Always. So all these ones are also supposed to be conscious. So something's going wrong with all of them. Something's going wrong with all of those not being conscious. Okay. What's next thing? Next thing to do, and I got that done, is I need to change the price. So I need to reduce the price of this. I want it to be $7.50, probably $500 a piece. $500 a piece, so a box is going to cost about $700 for two of them. Actually, no, it'll cost $1,000 for two of them because I don't apply the multiplication to the furniture. So it'll cost $1,000 for a box of two, $2,000 for a box of four. Capture a conscious bobblehead in one. You're at least gonna be making $300. $300 plus on each container. But bobbleheads come to life pretty rarely. The only reason they're coming to life more often now is because I have made them more likely to come alive. The big problem we have, though, is spawning the conscious baubles. For some reason, only one of them is being made conscious. You actually see them moving? Or are they like Toy Story? You see them moving. Look at him go. Now he's going to trip over soon. He's moving slow at the moment. He'll trip over, then he'll get up and he'll keep running. I don't know why he's moving so slow either. Oh yeah, now he's going. Now he's going. Whoa! Don't know what's happening with his head there. One thing I need to look into this. So we only have one conscious bobble. I wonder if the rest are just bobbleheads people broke. They must be listening to Metallica. They wish. There's a regular bobble. Water flow. Okay. I feel like more of them... I remember more of them being alive. More of them being conscious. I remember it. Damn hot sauce. Okay, so now we're waiting. Yeah. Yeah. They're all alive. So if they're all alive, why are they... Why are they not... Something weird is happening. Something weird is happening here. Why are they not spawned? Save load. Which one? So we loaded the new node. We have to load event group. Where's the word? Conscious is false. So your conscious is true. Why are the other 3 false? Your parent is conscious, Bobbles. The others are not. Interesting. Because when we run make conscious, add it to the group conscious, reparent to conscious Bobbles. Nowhere here. Nowhere here does a bobblehead reparent to items unless they are dropped here. But we know that they're not dropped. We know these ones weren't dropped. That's what did it. That right there is what did it. They were dropped. Yeah, that's what's getting you making is a supermarket. It's a shop simulator. Yeah. Good old shop simulator. Enums state static if item is bobble, else idle. That's what it was. That's what it was. Frick yes. Alright. Now that I've got that solved, I need to BRB for like 30 seconds, alright? Be back in a second. And I'm back. And I'm back. Oh. I am here. I am. The voice From Australia, that is a floating head. That is me. Alright, so... I asked a question. I know you asked a question. I answered the question too, Miku. There's also a pinned link that you can go actually have a look at it. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Schumer, notice me. Hello, nerds. I notice you. It's a good thing that I'm not putting all of my eggs in the streamer basket. Because my method of streaming is definitely not a method that would get you to be a big streamer. It's very much a method of, you don't like it? Go away. All raids must lead somewhere, that's true. That's true. Very, very true. Give me a moment. All spiders must be killed. There we go. It was a teeny tiny one, but now it's not able to become a big one. That's something I'll have to do tomorrow. I'll have to show us what happens when Bobble step out of line. I can't. Well, actually, I mean, I can. I can, actually. This is what happens when a bobblehead steps out of line. I grab it. And this bobblehead here that has stepped out of line... Whoa! Burns up and disappears. Well, here's the thing, nerd. Here's the thing. You can do that to get a blessing on your store and have more people come into your store. Or you go over to the workbench and you can force them to repair broken bobbleheads that customers bring in to get repaired. Which fate is worse? Dealing with my inventory issue. Yeah. Perfectly organized. Now, the other thing that I need to test... Get this delivered. So yeah, you can either burn the bobble up and give your store a blessing so that people come in and spend more money, or you can sell the bobble, or you can force it to work for you. Where's he fucking gone? Oh, that's right. I picked him up and put him out here, didn't he? Whoops. Well, that's not good. That ain't good. That was the correct password, you prick. Alright. I have no idea what happened there, but something broke. I got no idea what. So, when they're repairing... What was that? What was that? When they're repairing... Play repairing. Don't need to worry about any of that. So it switches the bobble into the broken state. Okay. Hmm. Disabled should be false. Actually, no, that's broken. That's true. I wonder... Okay, so that's entering the repair state. So something with the workbench is not happy. That's what I'm seeing. I need to fix that workbench, if that's the case. That's bad. That's bad. That's a complete freeze, like a lockup. Absolute lockup. But I don't know why. We got ads coming in, so I'm gonna pause for the ads. That was weird. Suck it. Oh, suck it. You were being a pain in the ass with your stonewall tactic. Oh, feels so good. Oh my god, that was funny. Try that stonewall bullshit on me. Took your time there. Hmm. This is going to be interesting. I'm glad we agree. we just agreed on what to do there. Well. I know what he's planning. It's not gonna work. Would have been smarter for them to go there. Mm-hmm. You've got to take. Doesn't matter, I've won. Ugh, so close to 800. So close. This close to 800. Wow. Jesus. Finally back up to where I was before my mass losing streak. God damn. Okay. 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 So, why is our workbench freezing? Okay. When I say okay, you say dokay. Okay. Wait for the stream delay. Yes! That's right, nerds. That's it, Brainoid. You got it. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. I do really want to have some sort of game competition. But I don't know what. We could do like our own deadlock. Our own deadlock round robin sort of thing. Yeah. So. That's loading. Player start repair. Player repair ball. So that's going to be an issue. So, depending on how many people you want to join, it can't be too sweet. Can't be too sweaty. I'm just trying to think of any game. Like, ideally, I'd like it to be a 1v, like a no teams kind of thing. So do like a Warhammer or a Warcraft or a Civilizations or something like that, where it's like everyone's against everyone, no alliances, or. And that's why I'm not really keen on deadlock, because you'd have to have 4-person teams. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. It's a tough one to figure out. I was thinking we wait until Kavina releases Astro Yoinkers and then we do a tournament of Astro Yoinkers. And yeah. Depends if the aircon is on and how many layers they have on. Oh, different thoughts there. Yeah, just something like that. Just something like that. Okay, so there's fun party games like rounds or stick fight. True. There's like animal. What was it? Animal, like not Animal Party, I don't think. Party animals. So there's party animals. Gang beasts. Gang beasts is another one. Ultimate chicken horse. Platform game where you build the level as you play, placing traps and hazards to screw your friends over, but try not screwing yourself over. Okay. So there's this type of thing. Ultimate chicken horse. That could be fun. That could be very interesting. Ultimate chicken horse competition. Screen cheat. I don't know. There's. I don't want it to be a Jackbox party pack. But yeah. There's a few that it could be. There's a few. So up here. If player is not repairing, held object is null. Furniture is null. And I think that's probably what's causing the issue. Ooh, hello. A child count on base nil. Broken bobbles. Get bobbles. Bobbles. How? How? How is that? Workbench. Broken bobbles. Bobbles. It's right fucking there. Oh, get node. That's good. Yep. My bad. My bad. It's always my bad. When it comes to programming stuff. Not when it comes to the things I do. Alright. Beautiful. Now, all we need to do is on Workbench. Repair should be a priority 5. And on the bobblehead, pick up is a priority 1. So now, even if there's nothing on there, even if there's no bobbles, or even if the player can repair something, if you're looking at the bobblehead, the pick up the working bobble is going to be priority over the player starting to repair. Yes. Oh, okay. Fixed. Love it. I love it. Everything's being fixed. Everything's being built. It's like this game wants to be made. It's like it wants to be made. E to the Z. E to the Z. Git commit M. Bobble containment working. Fixes for Workbench. Now I do need to test one other. When you type too fast for the password for the keyboard to understand. Okay, yeah, Brainoid. Oh, I love it. I love it. There we are. Been a little dirty, just finished upgrading a 6-year-old Unity game I wrote to the latest LTS. How? How did you just... Oh, you've been working on that for like 4 years. That's how you were able to get it upgraded. Right. I see. I'm with ya. I'm with it. I'm hip. Ducka 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 ducka. Saw a clip the other day. Saw a short that someone made. They were They're like being a DJ at a party. And someone on the dance floor that has no arms is like dancing. They grab the Macarena. They go to put on the Macarena. It's like, oh. It's mean, but it's funny. Loved it. Oh, I can't put you in there. Okay, so that's a problem. That's a problem. Wasn't enough, it only took 3 hours. And I had tea and got ready for bed. Nice. It's almost as bad as playing Nutbush for a wheelchair-only disco. Oh, that's nice. That's great. I haven't heard the Nutbush in ages. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, did everyone see that thing the other day? What was it? What was it? That's it. Did you see? Did you see this thing? It's it's interesting. It's interesting. The thing that stands out to me the most about this here, I saw the wider lady say it once in a reel and kind of brain offed. Yeah, that person. You know what I think when I see this? What's the plus for? Character limit. What is for the character limit? That's a good one. Oh. It's like, the plus was there to be like, it's these things and it, you know, everything else that's not covered by these letters. That's what the plus was for. You know, that's what the plus was for. you don't need the plus anymore because everything gets its own letter. So what's the point? I feel like it needs to just be, what is it? A to Z, O to 9, star. Yeah. We take that and go regex. Then you take that. Take that previous thing. There. Done. You no longer need the plus. You no longer need the plus. It's a lot easier to say and remember. You don't need to add more letters to it or more numbers to it or anything like that. It's just there. Voila. Solved. And if you want to include every possible character out there, then you just do like, you know, what? Something like that. Any digit, any... True. That'd be even better. That'd be even better. There you go. Any non-white space character and any white space character. Done. Now you've got every single character, including other countries' characters, as well as Cyrillic and Arabic and Chinese and Korean, all this kind of stuff covered. Non-white seems fitting somehow. I was gonna say we probably don't need this. We probably don't need that because that's like the only group that's not allowed. Okay? It's the only group that's not allowed. I think that covers it all. That covers it all. Perfect. That there, much easier for everyone to remember. Just bracket, backslash, capital S, close bracket, asterisk. Done. A lot easier. Everything is covered. No new letters being added, no numbers being added, nothing needs to be added. It encompasses everything. See, I'm a problem solver. You're all welcome. Every single one of you is welcome. Like, leave it to a straight white male to fix the problem. Classic. Typical. Ah. Good stuff. Funny stuff. As the same, I disagree due to Australia. How dare you disagree? I forget what I was even fixing. That's right, the bobble cage. Yep. What have you? If it's a bobble containment, and the held bobble is null. If it's not a bobble containment that can hold thing, or the held object is null, bobble cage. We need the bobble cage. Move, cage, take. Pop at, move. So we remove, move. Basically. Held object is null. No. That's just 0. Oops. That's just 0. I need to bring that back up because I need to know where I'm rating at. I need to know things. I need to know stuff. There we go. Alright, so it's idle, it's placed. If it has a stacked cage, we pop front. Otherwise, if held object is and this one here, so this is removing the last one, which is take bobble. So if the held object is not null, so if not bobcon or bobble containment or held object's not null or held object is not bobble or player held is not conscious. So this should be focusing on cage bobble. Which would be interaction size -1. Actually, no, yeah, it is -2. It is -2 because size is 1 more than the index, and we need to go back from the index. So if there's 3 items in there, we want it to be index 1. If there's 2 items in there, we want it to be index 0. Cool. That makes sense that that's null then. And it also means I don't need this. And then down here, it'll be if bobcon, if not bobcon, alright. think that'll fix it. I think that'll fix it. Here he comes. If this works, I'm gonna be so happy. Alright. You. I need to fix your head freaking out like that. I need to rotate you. Okay, so I can't take Bobble. I shouldn't be able to move you either. Shouldn't be able to do that. Rotation is also 0. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. So, apart from that, I think that's the only thing there. Up here. That one doesn't make sense. That gets rid of place Bobble. If it doesn't have a stacked cage, we don't do what? We pop front. So it's either going to be move or cage Bobble. I had no idea what my thought process was for that. What was I thinking? the hell was I thinking? Those aren't able to be picked up. Why are you over there? Something weird's happened there. Highly range. Check place raycast. Furnish 210. Furniture 210. Placing. Don't do it there. So that'll fix that. The items that are on the ground. Come back to that cage because I'm not sure what the hell's going on with that. This here, it's idle. We have grab interact, which is take. It should be doing a setup position between. If shelf is not delivery box, and state machine is, and state is stocked, set its process mode to disabled. Oh, if it's not a delivery box, yep, state machine is stocked. I don't think it is. Pretty sure they get set to idle, not stocked. If they were stocked, I wouldn't be able to interact with them. Yeah. It's frozen. Not disabled. So when I interact with it, current state is idle. So when I take that, Then we do interact primary. Switches state to held. Character is delivery box. So it toggles the hold visibility correctly. Target position. And it sets up the position tween, looking for the hold rotation and the target position. Noticing something there. There's something missing from here. Kind of important. Kind of important. Very, very important. Okay, so these I can't interact with. So the bobbleheads we need to fix up next. Okay. So we got some bugs to fix. Fixed up generic interactables being picked up off floor. All right. All right, let's call it there. Let's call it there. We'll get the rest of that fixed up tomorrow. Let's see. Where do we be going? Jed's playing Ark Knights. Let's go here. Let's go here. Right there. G'day, you gidunts. Alright. I'll be back in 10 hours. We're going to get the rest of those bugs fixed up. And then we'll be able to move on to the next the next feature, which will be employees stealing from the till if you do not pay them. Yeah. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Okay? I'll see yous all in 10 hours. Cyan Brainoid, have a good one. Toodles, Jordster, and Nerdy Nerds, and Mike, and Chillaby, and Gamer, and Miku, and Wigione, and Dex, and everyone else that's here. Good night, you gidunts.